Hi you guys, welcome to my desk and another edition of How To, where today I'm going to be showing you one of the tools that I use to start a new project. So one of the projects that I'm working on right now, I'm calling Design Bridge. And one of the things that I do when I start an initial project is I just take a second and I just sketch it out. Okay, so basically what this project is I want to have people who know a lot about design thinking, which is a field that I'm really interested in. This is like a whiteboard. This is a person. They're really happy. And they have a lot of ideas. This light bulb. I want to have these people, also they have big hearts, to be able to go online to a website on their laptop, or I suppose on their phone, which could also be sort of an interesting use case. So maybe it's both. I think probably websites the more important. So they go online to a website and they see this awesome thing called Design Bridge. And the most important thing they see is like sign up here. Cool. So we're going to have our design thinkers go onto a website, and then once they're on the website, they're going to be able to sign up. And they're going to be able to find out, they go through a couple stages like inspired. Then they go through a stage of like included. And they go through a stage of aware / bought in, where they like actually know what it is. And then they're going to apply. And then they're going to end with a clear expectation of what's next. Okay, so here you can see as I'm just sort of mapping out my project idea, I just kind of have these different stages that I feel like this one person's going to have to go through once they go to the website. Like, oh, okay, like I know what this is. That's probably important here. And they're inspired, and then they're included. I'm welcome. This is what they would say. And then they're aware and bought in, like they agree, kind of like within themselves. And then they apply, which is like they're putting in the time and work. And this is what they end on, a clear expectation of what's next. And then I'll figure that out later. Okay, so this is kind of the plan that these design thinkers are going to go through. Once they're on the website, this is something I want them to be able to do. Okay, so then the other piece is I want to have this second set of the market, which I'm going to just kind of start by drawing over here. And I always like to draw a person as like a little circle. This is a funny one, and a kind of upside down U. And that's pretty good for a person. This one's a little bit funky because my paper is running out of space. I wish I were left-handed in this particular moment because I make it easier. Okay, so this is my other person. They look very friendly. Okay, and so this person over here is going to be like, they could be of a couple different profiles. This could be a faculty member. This could be a community leader. For example, there's an awesome guy on the East Coast who is working, I believe, with one of the towns in Virginia to look at how the town is going to be affected by the ocean levels rising and all the kind of hurricane stuff that's been happening, or global warming, or those kinds of things. So it could be like a community leader, like they could work for a city, for example, work for a city, oh gosh, here we go, city, etc. Okay, that's what they do. Faculty member, community leader, it could be a group of students. I had some of those in my undergrad teaching courses at Grinnell College in Iowa this last February. Or maybe it could be social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur. It could be an entrepreneur. But I guess that would fall more into this like other category. I think what connects all of these different types of people who might use this thing is that these are kind of like design thinking learners or curious. And maybe they want things like a faculty member wants to teach their students about skills they need for the future. Maybe the community leader is working on a lot of innovation stuff or building an innovation program, but they want some support, new ideas, kind of thought partnership. A lot of this kind of innovation stuff works much, much better when you have people who are really diverse working with you and kind of giving you outside, inside perspectives. So that's a really big benefit. a group of students could want some mentorship to do an app or something like that, or make something real in the world. A social entrepreneur, like I know for myself, like in working on new projects, I'm always like, oh my God, like how can I move this forward? You do so many different kinds of work that sometimes, frankly, you just, even if you already have the skills, you kind of just want somebody from the outside to sit with you and kind of act like you're a co-founder or like another buddy. So that's another opportunity they might want. So that's where those people are coming from. So they are going to come to this website situation, probably on their computer, probably while, oh yeah, okay, I'm getting a little tired holding the phone. Probably they're like either during the day they're at work, like that's kind of what is happening, or they are, you know, at night, like kind of dreaming up a new idea. So who knows what time of day it is, but those are a couple of different scenarios I can see. And they're going to stumble upon this website. Again, it's like, yay, Design Bridge. And the big thing here is going to be like, find a mentor. Okay, and they are going to need to know a couple of things. I'm sort of assuming for right now that these are people who are already curious about design thinking, but they're going to need to confirm this is a good resource fit. They're going to need to see how the model works. If I put myself in their shoes, this is an assumption, but this is kind of my guess, that they're going to want to know what the cost is. And maybe it's free to start, I don't know. But kind of cost and how that works. And then they're going to need to maybe they want to know like what they need in order to sign up. And then they need to apply, right? So you got an application, and then just like this side of the market where they have a clear expectation of what's next, I want these guys to have a clear expectation of what's next. Cool. So what we just did here is we just mapped like the very basics of a product design about how a particular website could work from the point of view of its two different kinds of users here, right? The design thinkers or the mentors on one side, and the design thinking learners or the design thinking curious on the other side. And our dream is that these two will be able to meet in the middle through this awesome process. This is kind of like the rainbow of possibility, I guess. Through this website, we'll be able to find a process to match them, matching process, and maybe be able to build a community that helps both sides of these two different awesome kinds of people work together to create a better future. So that is really what we want as our overall goal, work together to create a better future. So that's kind of like the vision or the mission, if you want, like in this, it's just very, very basic. I would just call this like a product sketch of the overall design or mechanism of the total product. I hope this was useful or you got inspired. Feel free to share more questions or a project that you're working on in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you soon.